to TalkFCB and welcome to a very special day because Lionel Messi, he is the world champion. He has his hands on the World Cup at last, and that means today we have to celebrate that. That means today we have to soak up this feeling, and we are going to have the full reaction from right across the globe, from all four corners of the world, because this is a moment that means so much to so many people, and we're going to experience that. We are going to live that moment again, and we're going to be hearing too from the man himself, Lionel Messi, who insists his journey's not over. We are not done yet. But now it's time for celebration. Now it's time for joy. For a man who has completed football. Let's do it. Because make no mistake about it, guys, we're all aware, and Messi has openly admitted it many times in the past. This was the one that he wanted. This was the trophy that he's dreamt about for his entire career. Everything was leading up to this moment. And now he's got it. And you look at the trophy cabinet now that his career boasts, and it's unbelievable. It is, for me, unmatchable there. Because I think at club level, very early on, to be honest, in his career, Messi wrapped it all up. Messi did things at club level that we've simply never seen before. Numbers that we've never experienced. But now to add to all of that, the international honours too. It started, of course, with Copa America, followed it up then, that momentum with Finalissima, and now to add a World Cup crown to that cabinet. It's unbelievable. He is the greatest of all time. This is someone here that's reinvented the game, because I'll tell you now, those honours still don't even do him justice. You still can't appreciate and actually define Messi just based on those honours, just based there on the stats that you see. It still doesn't even come close to watching him play. And that is what you say about Messi. That is the player that he is. And I just look at the celebrations last night, and especially there when it comes to the lifting of the trophy, and just seeing Messi at last with the World Cup, I think we all just feel relief. And I think we all just look at these images now and we feel at peace with the game. We feel as though Messi's done it. Messi has almost got what he deserved. His whole career, what he's done for the game, what he's done for all of us, the moments that he's provided for so many years. But the one thing that football owed him was this crowning moment here, was this fairy tale ending to what has been the best story ever. And it happened. These things never happen. You don't get fairy tales. You don't usually get happy endings like this. But it's happened. It's like a dream that's come true. And I would actually look there at the embrace that Messi had almost with the World Cup trophy that came before the full presentation, before he lifted it there with the rest of his teammates. But that moment before there where he kissed the trophy, when he looked at the trophy, and it was almost as though, I've got you now. I've done it. This is it. And I just think back to 2014, and I just look back now on that World Cup where Messi was so agonisingly close. We all remember the image there of him just walking past the trophy, so close he could almost reach out and touch it, but he fell short. And the pain that we all felt in that tournament, 8 years on, so much hard work, so much determination to put that right, never giving up. And he's done it now. He's got the World Cup, and he's not letting go. And I thought it was very special indeed, again looking at those celebrations there as the dust was settling, that Messi got to share this moment and experience this moment with his family there, especially alongside his wife, of course, Antonella, and his children too. And I think especially for them now, it's really special because they're at an age where they can appreciate what their father is doing there, where they can actually understand that this has been tough, that it hasn't been easy to get to this point. They actually experience every moment there with him. We know they experience the highs and the lows, and they will know what it means to him here to finally get over the line and win this honour. And I think as well to have Kun Agüero there as well during these celebrations. I thought that was a really nice touch from Argentina. We know about his very close relationship. The two have shared a room together for pretty much all of their international careers. And we know about the way that Agüero's career was sadly cut short, of course. And I think just being part there of those celebrations in such a historic moment, he has going to have wonderful, wonderful memories of that day. And we can't forget Messi's teammates either. The players that were there with him, with that tight-knit group there, pushing together and united until the very, very end. What about Emi Martinez? He played again a crucial role in this World Cup triumph, just as he did in Copa America. I mean, that save there in the 123rd minute of the game, that goes down in history. That becomes there an iconic image when he stopped France. What a save it was. And of course in the penalties, doing what he does best. And he was the winner too of the Golden Glove Award, which he celebrated in typical Emi Martinez style. That's who he is. You know, he's got a big personality, a big heart, and of course he's been such a crucial piece in this Argentina success story. We also had their words from Rodrigo de Paul. Of course, he's often called Lionel Messi's bodyguard, but he had glowing words for his captain there, the best that he's ever played under. I think he's somebody there who'd run through brick walls for Messi, and given the amount of ground that he's covered at this World Cup, he basically has done. And just have a look at this here. Rodrigo de Paul signed his name and the date there on the back of a World Cup sticker, and he basically put there, in a few months' time, we're going to win the World Cup. And that's the confidence this team had. And they believed it too. These were not empty words. We've heard it from several of the Argentina players. They believed this was their destiny, that this was their time. And Leandro Paredes, of course, teammate of Lionel Messi at club level and international level. And he was speaking before the tournament about the World Cup and what it would mean to win the tournament. And he actually said, if we won a World Cup, I would be more happy for Messi than I would be for myself. And you know what? When that final penalty went in there from Montiel, when Argentina's World Cup glory was confirmed, Paredes didn't run away. He didn't run there towards the rest of the teammates. He actually turned around and he hugged Lionel Messi. And that is what we've seen from all of his teammates there. They're not only happy to win the World Cup for themselves, but for Messi, for what it means to him. That is so special. And what about Lionel Scaloni, the man at the helm of it all? Because a tweet resurfaced there from 2016 when Lionel Scaloni was on Twitter asking for Messi not to retire from the national team. And you now fast forward from that moment to where we stand today. And it's just remarkable that a man here promoted from the assistant coaching role to the head coach of this team. And what he's been able to do at a young age, 44 years old, the only Argentine coach ever to win Copa America and the World Cup. He's done an extraordinary job. He has brought this team together. He has given them courage, passion, determination and togetherness, and a few really key tactical tweaks as well that we've seen right throughout this tournament. But of course the tributes do not stop there. The admiration of Lionel Messi is not just within the team, but so far outside as well. And we start here with FC Barcelona, who've been very, very active on social media ever since Messi there wrapped up the World Cup. They've been celebrating it. I think it's great to see there that Barcelona are enjoying this moment and celebrating what this means to Lionel Messi. And they've actually posted more about it, I would say, than Paris Saint-Germain have. But it's not only that, it's in the Catalan media too. And in the city of Barcelona, we have seen huge celebrations. On the cover there of Mundo Deportivo, big headline, Messi, the best in history. And sport as well, paying tribute to Lionel Messi. We've seen incredible celebrations in the city last night. There was lots and lots of people gathered around to celebrate Messi achieving his dream. And that, like I say, is amazing to see. But on the side of France and in the French media, their focus is on Mbappe. Plenty of front covers there dedicated to Kylian Mbappe. Hat-trick hero, of course, in the final, but ending up on the losing side there. L'Équipe with the headline, heads up, as France were not able to get over the line in the end. But I thought it was interesting to see the whole mood, really, from the media in the UK. The British media there, who I feel throughout Messi's career haven't been fair to him. They haven't given him the credit that he's deserved throughout his career. They've looked down on him at times. They've asked for more from Messi, but at this tournament, I think everything has changed. I think the whole mood towards Messi, at last, from those in the British media, they get it now. It's taken them a little while, but finally, They understand what Messi is. They understand what Messi can do and is capable of. And in America too, we have seen plenty of big headlines. They're celebrating the success of this Argentina team. And I think in general, that final, that captivated the imagination of so many people there who were maybe watching football, not for the first time, maybe they weren't too keen on it, maybe they didn't understand what all the fuss was about. But now, you look at that final, that is football. That's what makes this game unique. That's what makes this game so special. And forever in the history books, it's going to be Argentina's day. It's going to be the day that Messi won the World Cup. And that will remain in the history of this game forever. But of course as well, the special celebrations in Argentina itself there. In the country where Messi now, he's everything. If he wasn't before, he certainly is now. To deliver a World Cup in the way that this Argentina team have, they're immortal now. There is no touching any of these players. They are historic. And I think the scenes that we've seen, not only just yesterday in terms of when the title was confirmed, but right the way throughout this tournament, Argentina fans, they've taken over this World Cup. They have been front and centre of every big moment. Whenever their team needed them, they have been there. And back home in the country too, to see the jubilation, to see the sheer amount of people gathered there to celebrate this moment. That's football too. That is what it's all about. That's what all of this has led to, and that these Argentina players will get to experience very soon. But I know that it's not just Argentina. I think that's the beauty here of this Messi success at the World Cup, whereby every part of the world, every single country, you'll find a connection. You will find people there who wanted Messi to win, who have spent their whole time watching football, waiting for this moment, dreaming of this moment. And I see it every single day on YouTube there. I see you guys commenting. I see where you're supporting from, and it's staggering. Messi transcends countries. He goes above and beyond everything, and he is eternal. This is something that will always stay with every single one of us. And I look at the quotes as well from legends of the game and legends of sport indeed. You look there at the words from Pele. He said, "Today, football continues to tell its story as always in an enthralling way. Messi winning his first World Cup as his trajectory deserved. Congratulations, Argentina." Certainly Diego is smiling down there with a touching reference to Diego Maradona as well. And even Ronaldo Nazario, he may be Brazilian. Brazil, of course, may be arch rivals to Argentina, but even they can't help themselves. He said this guy's football throws any rivalry to the corner. I saw a lot of Brazilians and people from all over the world rooting for Messi in this electrifying final. It's a farewell worthy of a genius who, far beyond being a World Cup star, captained an era. Congratulations, Messi. And that is absolutely true there. Messi is a player who can destroy a rivalry. Because just as Toni Kroos, because he also said there, Leo Messi deserved to win this World Cup. He said, "I have never seen these level of performances. I have never seen this consistency from a player." He said he didn't play for clubs that I like, but I have to be honest, and even Toni Kroos, who's played directly against Messi for so many years, they can't help but applaud. They can't help but appreciate greatness. And of course, so many familiar faces there. Luis Suarez, congratulations, friend. You are world champion. Let them say what they want, but you are, and you always will be, the very best. There was messages from Iniesta, from Puyol, from Ronaldinho, from Neymar. You will struggle, guys, to find a player who's played alongside Messi and didn't want this to happen, who isn't delighted for him, wherever they may be from. Everybody is out in support. And just check this out. This is the one that really struck me, how times can change there. Thinking again about 2014. That's Mario Götze, the man who delivered the World Cup for Germany, who snatched it from Argentina. He's now celebrating Argentina's success, the grin, the smile on his face to see Messi win. It's unbelievable. It is absolutely incredible. And it's not even just football either. Messi transcends sport. You had there Andy Murray, legend in the tennis world. He said, forget about football. Is Messi the greatest athlete of all time? You got LeBron James on Twitter. Even he had to show his appreciation for the great man. And in the racing world, there was a message from Checo Perez there, who posted a photo of himself alongside Messi. You had Fernando Alonso in an Argentina shirt on Instagram, and MotoGP star and Barca fan Marc Marquez, he of course supporting Messi. And this is what I mean, guys. We have seen so many people in all different walks of life there coming together to celebrate one man. And it's a man who throughout his career has been so incredibly humble, who has always been for the team. It's not about himself. It's not about individual personal glory, but for Messi to achieve his dream at last, to win it for his country. This is a special moment, and it's one that we will cherish forever. But the journey is not over yet, because Messi there spoke himself directly after the game, after the emotion, after the lifting of the trophy, and he said, I'm not retiring. I am not retiring from the national team. He said, I want to keep playing as a World Cup champion in an Argentina shirt. He said, I had this big dream for such a long time. I wanted to close out my career with the World Cup. I cannot ask for any more than this. And it was incredible to see him there, standing in the post-match interview with the World Cup under his arm. And he kept looking at it, and he said, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. He said, look at it. It's beautiful. I've wanted this for so long. He said, God was going to give it to me. I had a feeling that this was it. We suffered a lot, but we got it. And he said after this, what will there be next? He said, I was able to get Copa America, now the World Cup. He said, it came to me almost at the end. But he said, I love football. I love what I do. I love being with the national team, with this group, and I want to continue living as a world champion there. So Messi has no intention of walking away from Argentina yet. He's going to enjoy this moment. He wants to play as the World Cup winner with this shirt on his back. And when Lionel Scaloni was asked about Lionel Messi's words, he actually said, we're going to need to save him a spot at the next World Cup in 2026. He said if he wants to keep playing, then he will always be with us. It's a huge pleasure to coach him because of everything that he transmits to his teammates. It's incredible. He gives us so much there. So Lionel Scaloni leaving the door open to the World Cup in 2026 if Messi wants it. But Messi does continue to say that this was his last World Cup, that this will be the final World Cup memory. And if it is, what a fitting ending it would be. What a way to crown such a legendary career. But in football, guys, as we have seen over these past few weeks, as we've seen over these past few years, anything can happen. So much can change. Impossible really is nothing. And you never know what's around the corner. You never know what might just happen next. All that we know for sure right now is that Messi is the world champion. That Messi has the World Cup at last. And that in itself, that's enough for me. That is enough for us. We've got it at last. The dream has been realised. And do let me know, guys, what you are feeling right now, watching Messi lifting the World Cup, experiencing that day, that moment. I will see you soon. We're going to be talking about this for a long, long time, I'm sure. This is going to live long in the memory, and I hope you've enjoyed it here today, guys. I really do hope you are enjoying the moment and celebrating as much as you can. Savour it. Drink it in. Because Messi is a World Cup winner. And I will never get tired of saying that. So until next time, as always, Messi has won the World Cup.